This is the Everyday Hustle Show, where our number one priority is self-development.
Each week, we will dive into insightful topics that encourage you to push your thinking beyond average.
Smash that subscribe button and tune in every Sunday at 6 p.m.
Sexual finance. I wish that
Are we hot?
I wish that I made money.
It's kind of windy out here, bro.
From people looking at my dick, because a lot of people see my
Anybody
dick.
have headphones?
Nah, fam. A lot
No?
of people see. I have
iPhone drones?
Yeah.
With Lightning Boy or 1/8" Boy?
No, just a regular 1/8"
In your pocket?
in my truck.
Nah, that's okay.
I hate
Welcome,
cigars.
everyone, to the 78th recorded episode of the Everyday Hustle Show. Coming to you pre-recorded from Boynton Beach, Florida.
It's gonna be right near my new house.
Right near Jesse's new house. Jesse's closing on his house soon. He's sick of the house shit.
I'm sick of it.
We're not going to talk about it.
It's coming.
We're going to
though.
dive right into the topic because we were pre-discussing the topic before we started to roll the tape. And this week we're going to be talking about... Well, first, real quick, Christian. How's Christian doing? Give Christian the mic.
Yo, I'm doing good, man. It's windy out here smoking this Tatuaje Anarchy. Just found out that they're like no longer being made. This is the last one here at the shop. And I've been wanting to smoke this bad boy here for a while. So, doing good, man. Feel good.
Do you think that the wind is, like, we can hear that there's going to be too much noise?
No more than the thousands of cars that are driving by us.
All right, well, we're just going to roll with it. Whatever it is, right?
Yeah, on location.
Christian smoking the last ever Tatuaje Anarchy. Never making him again. Can't buy him again.
Looks like a
How's
fat.
that feel? That must feel fucking...
I feel like he likes it because
He said
it
that's
reminds
nice.
me of a fucking cock. You know?
Jesse. Hey, let me ask you a question, dude.
Go ahead.
Are you ever going to grow up?
No,
Or
because
are you going to be like a little prick bastard your whole life?
I mean, I will always take care of my responsibilities, and I'm sure over time my prioritize will change, and I will constantly be on top of building the life that I am set out to deserve and have. But as far as growing up, I will never grow up. So no, I will not. Speaking of which,
Diving right into the topic tonight, we're going to be talking about humility a little bit tonight. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to look it up because I don't know
why don't you look it up?
what the actual definition is, and we were talking about a few different things before the show started, and we're going to get right into it. A modest or low view of one's own importance, humbleness. He needs a humility to accept that their way may be better. Synonyms: modesty, modestness, meekness, lack of pride, lack of vanity, difference.
What's
Diffidence.
the opposite of humble? Narcissistic?
Anonyms.
Not really arrogance. Well, I guess.
A low self-regard and sense of unworthiness.
Low self-importance would be high self-importance.
That's Wikipedia.
Thoughts of grandiose self-importance would be narcissism.
So the reason why this came up was because I started driving Lyft in my time off from the juice bar and when I'm not home. And Christian had some choice things to say about it. Jesse
you
thought it was
fucking
good.
Real piece of shit, Chris. Why don't you chime
Christian
in?
had some choice things to say about it, but we were also talking about the 4-hour work week, which I didn't get to listen to in its entirety, so I can't really talk about it. But the reason why I think it's cool, just to always be in a position where you can, humble yourself, which I guess in definition being that like I don't ever want to think that I'm better than or beyond doing something like that, right?
Yeah.
Or really better than or beyond doing anything, because that's kind of, how we get to where we are, in positions of importance or anything like that. You have to be willing to do every job, you have to be willing to work every position, and when I'm at the juice bar, like I don't say like I'm not washing dishes or anything like that. Like I do whatever it takes. I'll get anywhere. You know, I'll do anything. You know, take the trash out, clean the bathrooms, whatever. And I think that is, you know, aligns with humility, but also you were talking about time and the photography. So I want to hear your take on, you know, why you think it might be a good idea, why it might not be a good idea. And then I also want to ask you guys, you know, because it's not all about me, ask you guys about some situations in your life that you apply humility, you know, maybe when you first were moving down to Florida and transitioning or just wherever. But let's start with my situation and go from there.
Yeah, no, I think humility is a great topic, and definitely hope it's not being mistaken my comment as far as, you know, saying like, why the hell would you do that, or like, you know, like you said, talking down, nothing like that. But my whole thing is that, you know, we've mentioned this on the podcast before, but you know, you know how much you're worth as far as, you know, photography, videography. So when you told me how much you were making doing Lyft, you know, I was just kind of like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, you can make what you make in a week in 1 hour. So in my mind, it's like, instead of, you know, spending the whole week doing the Lyft thing, like spend one day finding one client and then make more, you know, make double or triple in that 1 week than you would make, you know, driving. Or, I mean, you know, obviously, but that's just off of one client. You could spend one day and get 2 clients or 3 clients.
Yeah. What do you think are ways that people, or me, could find clients, though?
Yeah, so, I mean, I would literally do, like Instagram. Look up clothing brands. Look up artists. Look up, like, anyone who's, like, trying to promote a product or, like, promote themselves, and just hit them up and say, hey, look, I mean, even, like, something like as simple as send me a photo, I'll edit it for you, or like send me content and I'll, like, you know, you do video, so send me clips and I'll, you know, mash together, put your logo on it, create something for you, like, and it you know, it doesn't have to be anything local necessarily. You could do the stuff from remote.
How much time do you think it would get to get one person to pay me for one gig, though? That's the question.
Yeah, that I don't know.
See, I could spend 7 hours in a week, you know, an hour a day, seeking out someone who might want work done,
Might not.
might want not, and during that 7 hours, I could have made, you know, $100 already, and it's in the bank, like, instantly. So I guess it just depends on the person, the situation. You know, if I had money, like, crawling out my ears, you know, wait, crawling out my ears,
Yeah, makes
crawling
sense.
out my pockets, falling out my pockets, then I'd be looking for photo video drop. But I kind of needed an immediate solution to a problem of, you know, needing to pay bills and stuff like that. So, but I think it's, you know, and dude, it's cool. Like, you meet people that you would have never met, you know. You just experience, you know, all different kinds of people. It's interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, I think I get what you're saying, Chris, but it just seems like, so, like you said, you know, it's not a guarantee, you know. If it was a guarantee that he could do that 1 hour a week and make the same that he makes in 8 to 10, I would say go for it. But it's doing something else that is guaranteed, like the Lyft thing. There's a lot of pros to it. Number one, like you said, it's guaranteed cash in the bank instantly. It is. I was waiting for you to take that picture. It is. It works around your schedule. So for someone who is fucking putting all this time and effort and hours into his own business, who has a newborn baby, and I'm sure a wife that still has needs and wants and desires. You know, you got a lot of different things he's juggling without having to worry about anything else. So, you know, he can, one day he might be available for 4 hours in the morning, the next day 4 hours in the middle of the day, and the next day 4 hours at night. He could do that every day depending on what available time you have. and make money with whatever time you want to or not.
Yeah.
Not only that, you can still do you're still available. You're not saying, "Oh, I'm going to sell my fucking cameras and hang up all the time and effort you've put into honing your craft with video, photography, audio." You have all that. Those are skills that you have acquired through fucking sexual learning, and now you can still do that. You know, that'll be an additive when you get a client. Or you could even spend some evenings on your phone trying to seek out clients, and then that's just more fucking money you're adding to the bank, dude.
Yeah.
And I think
my buddy who drives it too has said that he's actually got leads for jobs, for photo jobs, through, he said bring business cards with you. You never know who you're going to talk to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the reason why I liked it too is because you don't really think that in areas like this you could do stuff like that, but all you need is a car and a license and again, just like anything else in life, to drive, literally and figuratively, to drive. But, yeah, like, it's so easy in this country to find ways to make money, like, immediately that are legitimate, that, most people have insurance, have a car, and, people want to complain that there's no jobs, that there's this, and that there's that. It goes back to the humility, like, what are you willing to do,
It's a necessity, dude.
Yeah. So, Jesse, tell me about a situation in your life when you had to humble yourself and realize that you weren't better than, and that you weren't special, and that you had to do some things that you didn't want to do, maybe job-wise or anything-wise.
I don't know. Probably just moving to Florida. In general, dude, I don't know if this really applies. I mean, I definitely took some jobs when I came down here because I was in a shitty place, and I fucking had to take some jobs I really didn't want to fucking take.
The cabinet, right?
The cabinets.
You didn't know anything about cabinets.
I mean, I know about like construction, carpentry, but yeah, like. It was definitely, and the guy, like, he definitely paid me less than what I was worth, even with the knowledge that I had. But, I had to fucking do it, and I had to do that to work up to where I needed to get to. I don't know if it really applies, but even like moving to Florida in general, like putting myself
in a huge one, yeah.
Putting myself in a situation where I was going to be like living in this, not shitty, but roomed up with a bunch of people. I mean, I've been down here 3.5 years, and I went from like in Pennsylvania. I mean, my life was kind of shitty, but I had my own house, for like 5 years up there before I came down here, and even before that, like I had my own place in Nashville, my own place in Arizona. Ever since I was 19, I lived by myself, and then I had to go at the age of 28, 29 and move in with a group full of fucking guys. And even since then, like up until like a couple months ago with Helena, and now buying this house, like living with other people, like I was a fucking college student or something, because I fucking couldn't get my fucking, even down here, like working towards getting my fucking life to where it should have been, but it definitely, I felt like I'm fucking 20, 29 years old, 30 years old. Like, I shouldn't have to be fucking living with another fucking man to afford, you know what I mean?
Crazy thing is, bro, I dropped someone off there last night.
We're at the lighthouse?
Yep.
Did you tell him?
No, you can't do that.
Did you tell him you broke me out of there? I AMA'd and
busted him out. Oh yeah, you did AMA.
Yeah.
You went from there to where? Where did you live? Where did you move?
I went to that other halfway house.
Oh yeah.
Right across from where me and Helena live now.
Oh yeah, coconuts. Chris, what about you, dude?
What about you?
When did you get humble, dude?
Yeah, it's a good question, man. Yeah, for me, it's literally been every job. Every job, for real. Like, if you could see, follow me around at my job, and especially now where I'm like, what I'm doing right now with this new company, I've been working this past week with like literally every install crew. So I've been doing like commercial duct work. I've been doing change outs, residential, all that. So yeah, man, clean this up, go get the tape, go get this, go get that. Like, I don't take it personal. I don't think that I know more than anybody. Even if I know, like, I have an idea of something, I'll just shut up and listen. Like,
Yeah.
Even if I think it's, I may know a better route. And the thing is, though, is that, like, as of right now, what I'm kind of, like, learning is that I really don't, have a full grasp on every situation. So, for me, it's easy to be humble because it's like, what am I going to do? Argue with the person? And I'm not even, like, 100% sure, of a certain situation. So, yeah, so he tells me, do something. Even if it's something simple as clean up, go get the tape, go get the pliers, go get this, go get that. It's, I don't take it personal. And to see the flip side of that, there's somebody that works there that is the complete opposite. So
Ooh.
Nobody wants to work with this guy. Like, literally nobody wants to work with this guy.
Ooh.
He knows everything. You tell him to do something, I know a better way. Like, literally, like, straight up, I know a better way.
So he's practicing the opposite of what we're trying to implement here and discuss.
So it's kind of, to see that, it's just so much. It makes the process so much better. And, like, what I've learned, too, is that because I don't know because I'm not, like, fully skilled or, like, where I could hold my own, basically, my job is to do that, to do everything that they need to get, make sure I'm one step ahead of them. If they ask for something, I have it. And then that way, anybody asks, oh, yeah, he's good. I want to work with him. No, I want to work with him. So I basically am I'm making myself as useful as I possibly can by doing, all the little shit and trying to do it before they even ask.
I love it.
So
That's huge. I didn't really think of that, but even now, like in my current position, like I am the manager, but I still try very hard to, like, never think that I have all the answers. Like there's a lot of different, like, moving parts and different decisions that we have to make, like, on a daily basis. And if, I feel like a lot of people, even that are in there before me, kind of went with that attitude, like, I know best, I know this, and it creates problems. So, like, I kind of try to fucking operate in a way where it's like, I definitely do not know all the answers, but I can tell you that I have a good way of deciding and making sure that we're making the right decisions through, getting other people's inputs, or even if I think that I know the answer, like, running it by somebody else first and, like, kind of coming together as a team to, like, make a decision. And I feel like that's why people, I don't want to say that I'm sure of this, but I have a good feeling that people enjoy working with me because I'm never the person to be like, you're a fucking idiot, I know what the fuck we're doing, and this is how it's going to be. It's like, hey, this is what we need to do.
Not a leader,
how can we all make this happen and come up, you know what I mean?
Well, it's like those little images you see online, like a leader and a boss, like the leader is, like, pushing everybody from the back, these are all really good topics. Yeah, I think that the humility and the leadership and all that shit, it intertwines together, and you have to be humble to be a good leader and to practice this stuff that we're discussing. And yeah, I think it's really cool how you guys had mentioned other people, and not just shutting other people down, because being a good leader and building a good culture in any workspace or job or anything is always hearing everybody out, encouraging people to think freely, bring ideas to the table, and that's how like an organization or a team is going to grow, with everyone's minds together. It's not a one-sided thing.
Hell yeah, dude. That's huge.
So, we're going to keep this episode short and sweet because we're on location right now. The golden hour, I could just see it, is about to be friggin' on. And drop that Nimbus cloud.
Wait. We're gonna
You
rewind.
got something you got. Drop
I
the
got
Nimbus
something
Cloud, though. Drop the Nimbus Cloud first. What do you got on your mind, brother?
Well, dude, are you doing the thing?
What thing?
Aren't you doing an ad right now?
I mean, yeah.
Do an ad.
Podcast is brought to you guys by D Squared Media. Yo, if you want to see some recent work, go to dsquaredmedia.net. But they're actually redesigning the Juice Bar website, which is going to be hot fire. AndrewNice.com/shop for podcast merchandise, or no, for my merchandise. TheEverydayHustleShow.com/merch for our new T-shirts. D Square did all that stuff, not the T-shirts, but the web design, everything. So if you guys want to brand a business, start a business, need a logo, anything like that, reach out to them. You're going to get 10% off of your order. That's for the lifetime of whatever services they provide to you.
I just really felt the need to like tell you guys about my new hobby. So you guys know it was Father's Day this past weekend. Since
You having a baby?
No. Our dog, who's my daughter, she got a part-time job at Publix and saved up some money, and she bought me a beach cruiser bicycle. Right, so I've been stoked since Sunday. I've been riding this thing. This weather's been kind of shitty, but I've been even riding in the rain. So I decided, and I have like a pit bull mix dog, for those who don't know. She's got a lot of energy, dude. She's strong as fuck. She's very healthy, very fucking strong. Right, so when you walk her, she pulls you like crazy, you know. Sometimes she walks better than others, but when she sees a cat or dog or something, dude, she fucking pulls taut. And you gotta really lean into that motherfucker or lean out of that motherfucker rather, to keep her from taking off. So I decided I was gonna try to like walk her while riding the bike, right? Which is a risque kind of idea in its own, because I'm riding this bicycle with one hand, the other hand on a leash, knowing that if this dog sees something that gets her attention, she's gonna fucking take me
She's
out.
gonna jerk you.
Yeah. So I did it 3 days this week. Every single time I crashed, but I love it for some reason. I don't know why. So she does really well, dude. I kind of treat it like I'm almost like training a fighter or something, like in the Rocky movie. I like talk to her. I'm like, Ivy, you gotta finish strong. We gotta finish strong. You gotta keep up. Watch your breath. Bait your breath. I'm talking to her. We'll go like a mile every time we ride. But every time, like, she does perfect the whole time, and then all of a sudden she'll see some dog. The other day I was riding, like, we got out onto the main street on Davis, and I didn't see it, and some fucking other pit bull was in a fenced-in yard, started barking at her, and she just freaking went from being perfect for the last mile. She cut right in front of me. She was on my left side. She freaking cut right in front of me, took out my front tire, freaking bent my handlebars. Check out my knee, dude. My knee's all jacked up. I slid right out on the pavement.
So your new hobby is riding your bike with your dog and falling.
And wrecking every single time. I wrecked into a bush the one day. Fucking ran me off the side of the road. I fucking wrecked right into this bush. But I really like it. Is that weird?
No, dude, we got beach cruisers, man. We ride all the time.
Dude.
I don't focus on crashing them, but it's a great, dude.
I mean, I don't
listen,
really.
4th of July, we're going to go for bike rides.
I feel like, to me, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To me,
I need to get a tube.
the crashing's not the favorite part, but I really don't mind it. I kind of like the adrenaline of, like, knowing that any second I'm just going to go down. That's kind of cool to me. But it's like, dude, the dog loves it. She bought me the bike with her hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, working at Publix, dude. I made her quit her job, too, because I don't need her working. But
Who works at Publix?
my dog got a job at Publix in order to buy me this bike. But I'm just really, I don't know, man. It's been really fun.
I love it, dude. Well, yeah, I mean, life's all about hobbies and having fun, you know what I'm saying?
It's all about
half
risk,
of the podcast and half of us getting together is, taking some photos, maybe taking some videos, and we're in a prime location right now, so we're going to wrap this podcast up so that we can practice our hobbies and our fun And we could also chop it up off the mic, because that's another thing, you know, we got to chop it up off the mic. Everything can't be on the airwaves, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So if you like the podcast, share it with a friend, leave us a rating, subscribe, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, all that good shit.
I hate cigars.
Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Don't die.